A very good evening and warm welcome to Eswatini TV News at 8. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Linda Masugu, and signing with me tonight is Zama Nzimanze. Let's take a look at tonight's headlines. The Prime Minister has officially launched the Eswatini State Business Relations Committee. The Prime Minister's Portfolio Committee in the House of Assembly is asking government to announce the dialogue date. The Deputy Prime Minister has launched a 5-year Cape Point strategic plan. Well, let's get straight into the news in detail. The Prime Minister, Cleopas Dlamini, has launched the State Business Relations Secretariat, which aims to ensure that government works together with the private sector to improve the business environment in the country. The Secretariat, which has been supported by the European Union and the International Trade Center, was launched at Hilton Garden Inn in Mbabane.
With the slow growth in the economy, government is looking to improve the business environment by launching the Secretariat. The Prime Minister, Cleopas Dlamini, gives more details on the State Business Relations in Eswatini Secretariat.
This demonstrates a shared commitment between the government of the Kingdom of Eswatini and the private sector to improve the pillars of economic growth, investment climate, and taking advantage of market opportunities at national, regional, continental, and intercontinental levels. The Eswatini State Business Relations is hugely aligned to imperatives and national priorities identified in the strategic roadmap 2019 to 2023, particularly those that relate to improving national competitiveness by enabling the business environment through private sector-led and export-driven economy. The government of Eswatini and the private sector have a dual obligation to ensure that Eswatini increases its national competitiveness by advancing regulatory reforms and improvements in production, value addition, manufacturing, and trade logistics. These require national, regional, and international collaboration to address supply chain security, trade facilities, and economic constraints.
The European Union Ambassador Desislava Kamelova says they will support Eswatini in different sectors under the Support to Job and the Investment Climate project.
We have, within this project, focused on supporting the implementation of the EU-SADC Economic Partnership Agreement. It entered into force in 2016 and its transformational opportunities are largely untapped.
First Beacon Business Eswatini will also be part of this secretariat. For Eswatini TV News, Nelson Njangamandla, Mbongwa Dube, Mbabane.
Members of the Prime Minister's Portfolio Committee and the House of Assembly have asked government to announce the date for the dialogue that Emaswati are eagerly waiting for. This transpired during the debate of the Prime Minister's Office Performance Report for the last quarter of 2022-2023 financial year.
Today, the Prime Minister, Cleopas Dlamini, appeared before the Prime Minister's Office Portfolio Committee in the House of Assembly to deliver a performance report for the last quarter of the 2022-2023 fiscal year. A contentious issue that members deliberated on is the issue of dialogue. Government has allocated 30 million emalangeni towards dialogue. MPs want to know, when will this dialogue take place?
Love thy neighbor. If we are to approach dialogue, let's come with the spirit of neighborliness. The aloofness, the arrogance, will destroy this country, will destroy a good thing. We are one country, 1.2 million, one language. Why is this animosity?
Siqala nini lokungenani kusensitizer noma ke kuyuva nami nje ngiyafisa kuyokhuluma le lapho ngakhona khona ngoba ngengikhona ukuphindze into okukhulumela la kepha ngiyalifisa lelo bandla leli yawufika lithi nithini singafiki nale kule dialogue because nale dialogue I think isathi ngak-unpair kwa chair
angiboni la ku constitution le dialogue manje ngifuna lokuva lokuthi uma ingekho ku constitution ngabe silungiselela kuyenta kanjani sisebenzisa muphi umthetho noma kumbe kutakwendwa special legislation yini angati ngoba lengubonako indzaba yesibaya.
By the time of compiling this report, the Prime Minister was yet to respond to some of the concerns and questions that were raised by some of the legislators, and some of them were still asking questions to the Prime Minister. Under the Prime Minister's portfolio, there is nature, the police, Parliament, and Cabinet. The Prime Minister is also urging his committee to pass the over 1 billion Emalangeni budget that has been allocated for the 2023-2024 fiscal year. For Eswatini TV News, I am Lincoln Gule with Skumbuzo Dlamini, Parliament.
The Deputy Prime Minister Thama Masuku has launched a 5-year neighborhood care point strategy and a national plan of action for children from this year until the year 7. The Prime Minister launched the strategic plans at the George Hotel in Zini.
During the launch, the Deputy Prime Minister says the strategy and the plan seeks to correct gaps which have been identified by the 2019 situation analysis report for children. The gaps include low rate of birth registration, rising numbers of violence against children, and declining immunization.
The 2023-2027 seeks to address the number which affect children in their local communities. Furthermore, it intends to rekindle the old tradition of communities that of caring for their children. If we care for our children, we will not have problems with teenage brain. Because we will make sure we say, go to now finish level lesson lonjani avimbele umntwana kuphindwe even emphakathi if the parents next door are quiet, they will not tell the neighbors that is waiting.
The Deputy Prime Minister donated dignity packs with the value of 250 shoes worth 54,000 Emalangeni with the support of UNICEF. For Eswatini TV News, Nelson Dubai.
India's ambassador to Eswatini, Eswatini, to be a press during the International Miracles Fair in order to make more sense. The ambassador was speaking at Sidco headquarters where the Minister of Commerce, Industry and Trade, Mangoba Khumalo, was giving a briefing on Eswatini participation during the fair.
This country will have arena, exclusive spa. You can take many more crafts people, many more culture people. There are many more universities in India who want to participate in the program. The portal is going to be open and more time will be given to students to submit their applications.
The Minister of Commerce, Industry and Trade, Mangoba Khumalo, has to look into the opportunities put forward by the ambassador.
You've mentioned that Eswatini next should be and I'm taking up this challenge. Eswatini will be the next focus challenge that I think will expose Eswatini from a cultural SME point of view, from a tourism point of view, and from a business point of view. Also, thank the Indian High Commission again.
They say motivation results in low productivity, which then cripples the economy. The minister was speaking during his tour to Ubombo Sugar Limited and to other companies.
The Minister for Labour and Social Security's first stop where employees and employer revealed gaps that still exist, which some of them will be addressed by the employment. The minister proceeded to Umoba Company and went to meet the Ubombo Sugar Limited management. The Minister for Buthelezi says the essence of his visit is basically to have a view of what really happens on the ground and also to look at ways of closing the gaps that still exist. Minister Buthelezi encouraged management to ensure that it addressed peacefully and
loku driver nebaqashi labaphathene kahle ngoba for you to have a employee ufuna ngile motivated iqhamuka iqhamuka eplasane kahle if challenges sikhona kubuya positive siwalungise.
the Ubombo Limited Managing Director Moses Yaya says the company is working on increasing productivity.
We have very communities in which we operate, and we intend to look at our employees as an extension of the community. And this is, sufficiently reflected in our structure. We house our employees. We pay far above the minimum wage in the country, and it's a conscious effort to do that.
Yaya also stated that the company has contributed 1 billion Malanga in country's gross domestic product from 2017 to 2021. Eswatini TV News on Malanga Big Band.
The National Airways Corporation has announced its flight schedule effective 26th of this month. Making the announcement, the Chief Executive Officer, Eswatini, said in phase 1, the flight launch at King Mswati III back from the 26th of this month. In phase 2, in the schedule, there will be flights from Eswatini to Harare, effective on the 14th of next month. And in phase 3, the flight from May 5, that launch in Eswatini to Durban.
Phase 4, which is the final launch phase, and an addition to Cape Town to the route network, the 2nd of June 2023. Cape Town will be operated 3 times per week, days, Fridays and Sundays. Departure times per week. Arrive in Cape Town at 12:50. The will depart Cape Town at 34:60. Ticketing system now open for bookings and ticket purchases. Details of our tickets, of our contact co.za, and this is immediately. Telephone number is 218-0100, 258-0100. A customer service center. This is a customer service center, effective 6th March 2023. Our website goes on the 20th of 2023, and it is www.eswatiniair.co.za. Visit our customer center, ground floor shops, and or contact your nearest travel agency. Bookings are also accessible to our partners, Air.
So that waste is treated properly, the Eswatini authority is capacitating people on how to separate waste from the source. According to EA Communications Office, the waste sector is encouraged to explore value chain when exporting waste. Mhlanga was speaking during a workshop from the waste sector, which was in Matapa.
The Parliamentary Authority, in collaboration with Unlimited and Eastwade, is capacitating on waste and, according to the EA Communications Officer, the project is Luseni because of the amount of waste produced.
We need then further assistance to develop a pilot project include the and operation of buyback centers. Today's activity is to empower from the Kwalusen Inkundla will be a pilot project by education activities, encouraging households to separate at source. We will also reduce the amount of waste that ends up in the landfill. As we see now, more from Kwalusen disposed of at the Matapa municipal land. So we are also targeting the amount of waste that is in the landfill to prolong the lifespan of the land.
Is as a result of a survey that was trying to pose waste. There that people TV news on in Matapa.
The University of Eswatini's Vice Justice Twala says the university was increased the number of students enrolled in the institute of UNESCO's 5-year strategic plan. Professor Twala says the university is open to receiving suggestions to improve the institution. Professor Twala was speaking during consultation with stakeholders.
Had a chance to take stock of the successes and challenges that were faced during the implementation of the university's 5 years. During the state and Senate meeting, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Justice Twala, says the university has had a fair chance of, although there are successes such as increasing the. Professor Twala says the university is open to having a conversation around how they can improve the institution. Professor Twala says ways of facing as the institution currently owns a huge amount of emalangeni in Texas.
University lesingazama iqatulula so sifuna imbono etimpongeni kulolo ludzala luhlaka kunezinto letinhle lesitibonile letombolo tema tikulile
lisengameli wetimpunga lithi ke sifuna le nyuvesi khono Deputy President will provide that needed by the market and so they can be able to employment about this that usually less
la khona kube ngamakhono la relevant la umbacetsa
the university a clear strategic can the university come.
Let's take a look at data.
Standard Bank.
In your with National Sports of the Year, who have juniors
sports for championship. First for in every tournament to be Olympic. Yeah, hard still for long way Milan. Japan for the chess. Swimming championship that have been produced this year contribute to the
right through the year. Really dealing with the problem.
Moving in football, week it was to be in action on Friday at the Kalanga Stadium. Screen Mamba Saturday at Prince the Dreams. The center stage on Sunday.
Prime Minister Committee of has a 5-year strategic plan. But for you, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned from all of us here.
nimvumise ngetinzambo nangelitfusi sengiso lesisikhatsi it's another season lapho khona sidumisa khona uNkulunkulu wemazulu hlanganyela nathi ekudumiseni uNkulunkulu lapho emakhwaya lasathuthukile nalawo lasafufuza aletha imvumiso uNkulunkulu wemabandla hlanganyela nathi njalo ngemasonto ekuseni naseyigabence insimbi yesiphohlongo ekuseni kuphindze kube umsombuluko naseyigabence insimbi yelishumi ekuseni. We praise, to God be the glory.